Welcome everyone, I'm Jarrett Medlin, editor and publisher of St. Louis Magazine. Thank you for joining us this evening at the 12th Annual Excellence in Nursing Awards. Tonight, we honor the heart of healthcare during the most challenging time. While we can't all be together this evening, I know you're working incredibly hard to get us through this pandemic. So we want to take a moment to thank you for your tireless efforts and to recognize your inspiring work. First though, we'd like to thank our presenting sponsors, Goldfarb School of Nursing at Barnes Jewish College and BJC Healthcare, as well as SSM Health, St. Louis University Trudy Bush Valentine School of Nursing, St. Luke's Hospital, and South City Hospital, who helped make this evening possible. We applaud the compassion and strength you've shown during these challenging times.
There are moments in history where we must come together to fight something bigger than us. At BJC, you will belong to a world-class care community dedicated to winning that fight through innovation, outreach, and professional development. For a stronger career, start your path at BJC. You belong here.
You know, St. Louis Magazine has paid tribute to nurses for more than a decade with our annual Excellence in Nursing Awards, but perhaps no time has felt as poignant as now. Over the past year and a half, you've gone to great lengths, working around the clock and putting your lives on the line to help others in profound ways. So to introduce some of the nurses we'll honor tonight, we'd like to share a special video highlighting just a few of your inspiring stories. Take a look.
I worked for about 8 years in different types of nursing. And it wasn't until after I deployed with the military as a critical care flight nurse that I decided to go to nurse practitioner school. I deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan as a critical care flight nurse. So that means I flew on the back of the plane with the most critical patients.
Trish is an excellent critical care provider in pretty much all aspects. She's been both in the military and on the civilian side in a variety of different roles, most of them being in critical care. Trish, again, provides excellent clinical care, excellent decision-making. She is very dependable, very professional and fair in everything that she does. She's a mentor to many of her colleagues and peers, and many consider her a friend as well.
I love the challenges of it. I love being in the intensive care unit. My colleagues are amazing, from the physicians, the group that I work with. They really are friends. We spend so much time at work and talking to each other that if you don't have people that you actually like to be with and that you respect and know that are providing the best care possible, I think the job would be much less enjoyable because of the work hours and the intensity of what you're doing. I do like the adrenaline. I like the unknown of what comes into the emergency department. I also enjoy other adventure sports, and I think that's what keeps me going, is the new and the unknown.
I'm a general medicine nurse, so I'm on a med-surg floor. One of my favorite things is jumping from role to role and not necessarily being stuck on a script, but actually just doing things on the fly, depending on what one patient may have going on.
She's very, very, very caring, and that's what we strive for when we're doing patient care. Because sometimes our patients don't have families, they don't have support systems, and the nurses are often their support systems and their families while they're here in the hospitals. She can identify a problem situation and know how to get help, and that's time is of the essence lots of times in our field. And so when you can easily assess the situation, say, oh, this is not right, I need to get help, she knows how to do that, and she does it well.
Going forward, I'm interested in travel nursing. I like the aspect of being able to do what I love, but also go to different states, and I love to travel. And then I'm also interested in one day, maybe when I'm ready to get another permanent position after travel, to end it with labor and delivery. I don't know, I really believe that nursing was a calling on my life, and that's something that I've always just, a call by God, so I always just say, like, God, if you wanted me to do this, then you'll get me through it. So I'm always praying and looking to Him to get me through each challenging time.
My dad was a fireman and my mom was a nurse. So like any good son, wanted to go up the fireman career ladder and went up a 100-foot ladder, looked down, got vertigo, and said, Lord, if you get me to the ground, I'm going to nursing school.
He's had a variety of career experiences. He's built on his career over time. He certainly achieved the highest level of academic excellence by earning his doctorate of nurse practice. He's been a nurse in the military. He's been a nurse in a number of sort of long-term care facilities. He's been a nurse leader at Barnes-Jewish Hospital, and now he's an educator and a researcher at Goldfarb. So his background, his experience is just remarkable, and I think that's what really makes him special.
I've been a nurse for 30 plus years, so I saw great changes in the nursing profession. There are so many opportunities for young nurses today to get into. The biggest thing, and what I've learned since doing my master's program and doing my DNP program, is evidence-based practice and nursing research, which plays an important part in what we do as nurses today. We want to provide the best care possible we as nurses can provide, and we do that through the use of evidence-based practice and research. We figure out what's the best way to do something, we institute it, we teach about it, and we go forth that way. So to me, that's one of the biggest proponents in nursing from the time I started up until the day that I've experienced.
I always knew I wanted to help people, and in nursing, there's 1,000 different ways to help people. And it's a really fulfilling job. You really get to make a difference in people's lives every day.
Kevin is very much about caring for his patients. He's a brilliant nurse, no doubt about that. He's very much intelligent with his assessment skills, his knowledge of the nursing field. But when it comes to caring for his patients, that is top priority for him. He is one that will make meaningful connections, get down on that eye level of that patient and spend that time, that extra mile to have that conversation with the patient or the family.
I think nursing is a great career. If I had to give any advice to people trying to get into nursing, absolutely do it. It is an incredibly rewarding job, incredibly rewarding for a field that has tremendous opportunity to grow, not only as a person, but as a professional. And you really get to make difference in people's lives.
If a new coworker joins our team and they're looking for someone to who they want to be, they need to look at Kevin because he is an A+ in all areas. Sometimes patients do think Kevin is the doctor. I have no doubt if he put his mind to it and he decided to go back to medical school, he'd be a very successful physician.
Are you excited to get your first vaccine?
I'm excited to get my first vaccine.
This has certainly been a challenging year. It has really stretched the staff that I work with. A lot of our community events have had to be rescheduled and we've been put into new roles. So we have seen a lot of patients coming through our vaccine center.
Chris is one of our lead nurses in community outreach. And as everybody knows, 2020 was a very special year for all of us, especially in healthcare. And one of the things that our office does is takes flu shots out to our corporate clients in the community. And with all of the restrictions for COVID, that made it very challenging, but Chris was on top of it. She did all of the necessary research. She made all the phone calls. She gathered all of us up as a team and made sure that we knew what our protective requirements were going to be, how to work with the clients to make sure everybody was safe. And without all of her hard work and research, I'm not sure that we've been able to do the thousands of flu shots that we needed to do last year.
The number of patients that we have seen through the vaccine center and the gratitude that they have expressed for what we're doing to help get the community back to a new normal has been very rewarding.
Thank you again for the compassionate, selfless care that you provide. It's truly an inspiration. I'd now like to introduce a special guest. As the incident commander for the St. Louis Metropolitan Pandemic Task Force and SSM Health Chief Community Health Officer, he's worked around the clock to help coordinate patient care and supplies among the region's major hospital systems, including BJC Healthcare, SSM Health, Mercy, and St. Luke's Hospital. A colonel with 20-plus years of service in the Army Reserves, he served as Chief Medical Officer for the Department of Homeland Security and helped lead the country's response to H1N1. Over the past year and a half, he's seen firsthand the difference that nurses make every day in the lives of patients and the community as a whole. I'm honored to welcome Dr. Alex Garza.
Good evening, and thank you for having me here to help celebrate the incredible work and accomplishment of nurses. Now, this is especially meaningful for me because my mother was a nurse for over 40 years. Now, all of you are here because you have been recognized by your peers as being exceptional in your field. So thank you for all that you've done, and congratulations on this recognition. For more than a year, our community and communities across the globe have been challenged by a deadly virus. You, our healthcare heroes, have bravely stepped up and placed yourself squarely in an unimaginable position. You took all of that on, that challenge, with courage and unwavering strength. I've walked the halls of our hospitals and seen you at work. I've listened to you talk about what you've been through, and it's made an incredible impact on me. I remember when ICU nurse Natalie Crawford spoke during one of our task force briefings and told us how she would watch patient after patient die because there just wasn't anything else anyone could do for them. She told me how she was emotionally and spiritually drained. Another ICU nurse, Kate Miller, told us about a husband and wife whom she had cared for, whose beds she had pushed together so that they could hold hands one final time. And then there was the woman she cared for who, prior to passing, talked to her daughter by iPad so she could tell her how much she loved her one last time. All of you and your brave friends and colleagues have poured everything you have, and then some, into carrying this community through the pandemic. You have worked tirelessly to help the sick to keep on living. You have stood by their sides and held their hands in their darkest hours. I know it's taken a toll on you, and some days I'm sure it seemed like it was more than you could bear. This community will never be able to fully comprehend the incredible sacrifices all of you have made over the past year. And on behalf of the entire region, I want to say thank you. Thank you for holding the hands of our loved ones in their final moments when we couldn't be there ourselves. Thank you for working what I'm sure seemed at times like endless shifts, providing exceptional, compassionate care to those in need. And thank you for putting your own life and the lives of your loved ones at risk to take care of our community. Thank you for being an incredible force, lifting us up in our time of need. While the pandemic isn't over and there's still much work to do, I, for one, sleep better at night knowing we have nurses like all of you on the front lines, helping this community heal. You are my heroes. So congratulations and enjoy the evening.
Thank you, Dr. Garza. To help recognize nurses across the region, we asked a distinguished selection committee comprised of respected leaders from such organizations as Mayo Clinic, Johns Hopkins University, the National Black Nurses Association, the University of Missouri-Kansas City, and the Nurse Practitioner Healthcare Foundation to review the candidates. Altogether, they helped select 60 finalists across 18 categories. These nurses represent a vast range of practice areas and levels of expertise, from emerging leaders to those with decades of experience. And while we'll recognize the winners tonight, the spirit of the Excellence in Nursing Awards is to shine a light on the profession as a whole and the important work that you're doing, especially during this time. You serve as inspiring examples and balance an often demanding, technically challenging job with grace and compassion. Somehow, you make the life-changing look routine. So without further ado, here are the honorees.
In the category of Acute Care Family Practice, the finalists are Jade Bland, SSM Health, St. Louis University Hospital; Alicia Welcher, Barnes Jewish Hospital; Susan Wellenbrock, the Rehabilitation Institute of St. Louis; And the winner is Susan Willenbrock, the Rehabilitation Institute of St. Louis. In the category of administration, the finalists are Sherry Blazing, Mercy Hospital South; Paula Goldberg, Barnes Jewish Hospital, Siteman Cancer Center; Pierre Smith, Goldfarb School of Nursing, Barnes Jewish Hospital; Rachel Snyders, BJC Healthcare. And the winner is Pierre Smith, Goldfarb School of Nursing, Barnes Jewish Hospital. In the category of advanced practice, the finalists are Julia Huck, St. Louis Children's Hospital; Whitney Jones, BJC Healthcare, Parkland Health Center; Robin Myers, Washington University School of Medicine, St. Louis Children's Hospital. And the winner is Robin Myers, Washington University School of Medicine, St. Louis Children's Hospital. In the category of cardiovascular, the finalists are Patricia Nieders, Washington University School of Medicine, Mallinckrodt Institute of Radiology; Nicole Russell, SSM Health, St. Louis University Hospital. And the winner is Nicole Russell, SSM Health, St. Louis University Hospital. In the category of community care, ambulatory care, the finalists are Deborah Horton, St. Louis University School of Nursing; Christine Hendon, St. Luke's Hospital; Karen Lukens, SSM Health, St. Mary's Hospital; Donna Smith Popillo, Community Nurse Ministries. And the winner is Deborah Horton, St. Louis University School of Nursing. In the category of educator, the finalists are Nicole Majors, St. Louis Children's Hospital; Cynthia Rubelke, St. Louis University School of Nursing; Sarah Wyrick, St. Louis Children's Hospital. And the winner is Sarah Wyrick, St. Louis Children's Hospital. In the category of emergency department, the finalists are Kelly Hilker, SSM Health, DePaul Hospital; Jennifer Lappy, St. Louis Children's Hospital; Michelle Parmentier, SSM Health, St. Louis University Hospital; Kayla Summer, St. Louis Children's Hospital; Jessica Zermulin, St. Louis Children's Hospital. And the winner is Michelle Parmentier, SSM Health, St. Louis University Hospital. In the category of emerging leader, the finalists are Kevin Crocker, Mercy Hospital South; Kirsten Nelson, SSM Health, St. Louis University Hospital; Mike Sidwell, SSM Health, St. Louis University Hospital. And the winner is Kevin Crocker, Mercy Hospital South. In the category of hospice, home health, palliative care, the finalists are Shanika Pruitt, Beauvais Manor, Mercy Hospital South; Christy Stellhorn, Mercy Hospital South, DeGrief Hospice House; Deneen White, BJC Hospice. And the winner is Christy Stellhorn, Mercy Hospital South, DeGrief Hospice House. In the category of intensive care, the finalists are Michelle Mendonza, St. Louis Children's Hospital; Bridget Stubbs, Mercy Hospital South; Laura Watson, St. Louis Children's Hospital; Patricia Wilkinson, Barnes Jewish Hospital, Washington University School of Medicine. And the winner is Patricia Wilkinson, Barnes Jewish Hospital, Washington University School of Medicine. In the category of medical surgical nursing, the finalists are Ryan Boyer, Mercy Hospital South; Brooke Feeney, SSM Health, St. Louis University Hospital; Sarah Johnson, SSM Health, St. Louis University Hospital; Amy Long, SSM Health, St. Joseph Hospital, Lake St. Louis. And the winner is Ryan Boyer, Mercy Hospital South. In the category of neurology, psychology, behavioral health, the finalists are John Gransbach, St. Louis Children's Hospital; Margaret Kavanaugh, SSM Health, Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital; Gail Warner, SSM Health, St. Louis University Hospital. And the winner is John Gransbach, St. Louis Children's Hospital. In the category of oncology, the finalists are Denise Dickey, Washington University School of Medicine, Marcia Fay, SSM Health St. Mary's Hospital, Barbara Ricken, St. Louis Children's Hospital, and the winner is Marcia Fay, SSM Health St. Mary's Hospital. In the category of orthopedics, the finalists are Kim Cordia, Washington University School of Medicine, Melissa Egan, Washington University School of Medicine, St. Louis Children's Hospital, Sarah Kozak, Barnes Jewish Hospital, Unity Hospice and Palliative Care, Angela Lamar, SSM Health Orthopedics. And the winner is Melissa Egan, Washington University School of Medicine, St. Louis Children's Hospital. In the category of pediatrics neonatal, the finalists are Tammy Hayden, Mercy Hospital, Washington, Jean Hecht, Nurses for Newborns, Tanya Hindersman, Mercy Hospital, Washington. And the winner is Tanya Hindersman, Mercy Hospital, Washington. In the category of pediatrics non-neonatal, the finalists are Kira Guile, St. Louis Children's Hospital, Aaron Schneider, St. Louis Children's Hospital, Julie Skovronski, SSM Health, Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital. And the winner is Kira Guile, St. Louis Children's Hospital. In the category of research, the finalists are Amanda Krybaum, SSM Health, Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital, Jane Hall, Mercy Research, Pamela Harris, Mercy Research. And the winner is Amanda Krybaum, SSM Health, Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital. In the category of women's health, the finalists are Chandra Alsop, Mercy Hospital, Washington, Mercy Hospital, Jefferson, Denise Cote Arsenault, St. Louis University School of Nursing, Heather Hanratty, Mercy Hospital, Washington. And the winner is Heather Hanratty, Mercy Hospital, Washington.
Congratulations to all the honorees. Thank you again for everything you do. We'd also like to thank tonight's sponsors, SSM Health, St. Louis University Trudy Bush Valentine School of Nursing, St. Luke's Hospital, and South City Hospital, as well as tonight's presenting sponsors, BJC Healthcare and Goldfarb School of Nursing at Barnes Jewish College, which played a key role in making this evening possible.
You're made for this. You have that innate drive to help others in need without thinking of yourself. You desire to advance your knowledge in a field where healing, compassion, and community come first. Your selfless dedication to serve will spawn a career that will be rigorous, but also incredibly rewarding and fulfilling. With a BSN from Goldfarb, you will learn to confidently care for patients. As a DNP, you will train the next generation of nurse leaders and advance healthcare. Our PhDs take on advanced leadership roles at leading health institutions and develop innovative, evidence-based research. You were made to heal. You were made to lead. You were made to innovate. You're made for this. Maximize your potential at Goldfarb School of Nursing.
I'm now happy to introduce Dr. Nancy Ridenour from Goldfarb School of Nursing at Barnes Jewish College, who will present awards to those honorees who received a perfect score from the selection committee. Dr. Ridenour?
This past year has certainly demonstrated the power of nursing. This past year highlighted the heart and soul of healthcare, nurses. This past year, we've shone a light on compassionate, talented, and dedicated leaders like you. More than ever before, this past year has shown you were made for this. Thank you, each of you, for your dedication to nursing by providing care, healing, leading, and innovating every day. It is now my pleasure to present the 2021 St. Louis Magazine's Excellence in Nursing Perfect Score Award. These awards are based on the selection committee's review of finalists and given to the nurses who obtained a perfect score within their category. For the category of administration, Pierre Smith. For the category of pediatrics, non-neonatal, Kira Guile. For the category of research, Amanda Krybaum. Congratulations to each of you.
Our May issue includes a 10-page feature on the Excellence in Nursing Awards, including key insights, life lessons, and stories about how the pandemic has impacted nurses all across the region. It's just one more way that we hope to highlight your incredible efforts. Thank you again for joining us tonight and for all that you do. I look forward to seeing you again soon.